It is 4 o'clock in the morning and doing what we do best. Thank you, Starbucks. Sponsor me. And I said no, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, hi. We're so colorful today, like super freaking colorful. Hi, hey, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Julia. Hello, hi. I bring you videos as much as I possibly can. Today's video, we are going to be reviewing, testing, tutorialing, swatching the brand new Neon Obsessions palettes from Huda Booty. Oh jeez. Alright guys, here are some quick swatches before I get into kind of like a mini review of what I think about these palettes, which, quick little secret, they blend so amazing. Here is the Neon Green Obsessions. Here are the Neon Orange Obsessions. And finally, here are the swatches from the Pink Obsessions. So if you guys would like to see just a little mini review, just keep on watching. If not, then skip ahead 2, 3, 4 minutes to the tutorial. These little palettes right here, I kind of want to do a really quick recap review before we jump into the tutorial, because you'll kind of like see all of it in the tutorial, but I want to make it known that some of the colors in these palettes, specifically this pink one right here, all of the mattes are some of the best matte shades that I've ever seen Huda come out with, and they're topping a lot of matte shades that I could think of off the top of my head. So I think they blended just super beautifully, and like super buttery is probably the best way that I could describe it in a good way. As for other mattes, like this matte Neon Green, it is neon green, and as you can see, I tried my best to get it as neon green as I could, but I've been going back and forth this entire time and kind of it's getting a little crusty. On top of like a wet concealer, it just like wasn't doing amazing. I don't know if that's because of just that one specific green color, or maybe it's all of the matte colors. I genuinely think that it is because of the liquid concealer that I use to kind of like do the cut crease. So just keep that in mind. As for the shimmery shades, as I'm sure you guys saw in the swatches, they are super beautiful. There is a good amount of fallout, and I think that they would work best with like a wet eyeshadow brush. But I was able to get a little bit of color underneath my eyes, and I didn't use a wet eyeshadow brush at all. Also, throwing it in there, because I did use a couple other Huda products, I did try out the Resting Boss Face setting spray. Safe to say it made me sneeze like a lot after spraying it, and it's super perfumey, so if that's not up your alley, it's probably not the setting spray for you. Don't spray it a lot because your face will be kind of a little sticky. I feel like this is the equivalent of like hairspray but for your face. I kind of like it, but I probably would use it next a little bit less and not as many times throughout my routine. I'd probably just use it once or twice. That's it. So just wanted to throw that in there because I know there's a lot of like people talking about it and everything like that. Is it enough for me to like cough like a crazy person? I don't think so, but that's totally your preference. It is a strong scent, but it is the Huda Beauty scent of most of her products. So now you can soak all that information in. Maybe it went in one ear, out the other, but let's get into this tutorial. Hello, hi. Hey, still drinking coffee here. All right, so we're gonna start off with this Pure Hydrating Sheet Mask. I'm just going to place that on my face. It comes in 2 pieces. It's like this really pretty holographic mask. and we're just gonna place that on, and we're gonna keep it on for about 10 to 20 minutes. And we're just going to remove it, and then we're going to rub in all of the serum that is left on our face. I'm going to start off with brows, as I usually do, and I'm going to be filling in my brows today with this pencil from Mia Adora, I think that's the name. I think they're an Amazon brand, and I'm just going to fill them in really quick. Since I did put the sheet mask on, it was a little hard to get the pencil to stay, so I went in with a powder. This is just a Revlon brow powder, and I'm just going to go in with it throughout my brow and then brush out the hair so everything comes together. For concealer, I'm using a different concealer. This is the Wander Beauty Duo Concealer. It has a stick on one side and a cream concealer on the other side. I'm going to use that to shape my brows and then blend it all out. And then I'm jumping into the neon palettes. Look at how pretty they are, you guys. I know you've seen them already, but they look so pretty. I haven't even touched it in this shot. I'm going to go in with the hot pink first, and then I'm going to blend the darker purple in the crease. And then I went into the neon orange Obsessions, and I'm just going to use that as a great transition color, and then the yellow from the same palette. But I only used the yellow right on the inner corner. I wanted to make this super colorful, so I tried to use as many shades as possible. I'm then going to cut the crease, and this is when I ran into a little bit of an issue. I did use the Wander Beauty concealer to cut the crease, and I think next time I probably will not, and will try to use like a white kind of matte shade to cut my crease and then use the neons on top. I was just having some issues trying to get that green to really stay. So once I tried to get that to stay, I just kept dabbing it on top with my finger. I'm going to go into this Stila shadow, and I'm just going to use a really thin brush to create kind of like a half cut crease in between the pink and the green. And then I went in with some gel eyeliner. I'm using a Milani eyeliner, matte eyeliner right after, because the gel was kind of getting stuck on top of the green shadow. So I'm just going to use the Milani eyeliner right on top and over it, just to create a really over the top wing. So once I'm done with the wing, I'm going to take a little bit of the brightest yellow shade, and I'm just going to place that in the inner corners. And then there's this glittery lime green yellow shade, and place that in the very center of that yellow. I'm going to use the Garnier Micellar Water just to wipe away any of the color with a brush to make sure that that liner is, gonna cut a bitch. And then we're gonna apply some mascara from Revlon and some lashes. For the face, I'm using Smashbox's Pore Filler, and then I'm going to use, or just jump right into my foundation. This is the L'Oreal True Match in W6, I believe I used. Yeah, my old classic shade. I used to use this all the time, you guys. You have no idea. I'm just going to use a stippling brush to blend that all over my face, and then a beauty blender to blend it out. And back to the Wander Beauty concealer. Though I didn't like it on my eyes, I definitely liked it underneath my eyes and to kind of highlight my face. I thought the shade was going to be too dark for me, but it ended up working out. It was really nice. I liked it. This is in the shade medium, so I'm just blending everything out with a beauty blender, and then I am going to go ahead and set everything with the Huda Beauty, is it the Boss Face Mist? And then before we go on to powder, I'm using the Tantor from Huda Beauty as well in the shade Fair. These actually come super dark. I'm not sure how I like this. I think I would probably apply it next time with a different brush. I just think it came out a little blotchy, so I'm gonna have to try it with a different, more dense brush the next time, or maybe even a less dense brush. I don't know, I'll have to play around and see. I'm using this Pop Beauty Setting 101 powder, and I'm just gonna use that to set all over my face. I use a small brush for the T-zone and under my eyes, and then a bigger brush everywhere else. Have a newfound love for this, by the way. Haven't used it in a bit. in a bit. And then I'm using this bronzer from Sugar Rush, and for blush, I'm using a CoverGirl Peachy blush right on the apples of my cheeks. I'm going to jump back to brows really quick, use the Benefit 3D Brow Tones in the number 4 just to keep my brows in place and give them a little more texture. One more spray of that Huda setting mist, and then we're going to jump into the Casey Holmes and Smashbox Pearl Highlighter Palette to highlight my face. And then we're just going to add a little bit of this purple shimmery shade underneath the eyes, and then add some pink to blend it out. And then I'm using more of that Stila Glitter and Glow shadow in the inner corners by the yellow, and some more yellow. We're using the Tarte eyeliner in yellow. We're just putting that in the waterline and adding some mascara and some highlighter to the brow bone to finally finish off the eyes. I'm going to line my lips with an Urban Decay 24/7 lip liner, add a Kylie liquid lipstick on top, and then I'm using this really pretty Beauty For Real gloss, and decided that I want the lips to be a little bit lighter, so after I sprayed some more setting spray, I added a Charlotte Tilbury gloss. And this is it, finally. That is it for my review, swatches, and tutorial on the brand new Huda neon palettes, and a little snippet of this guy right here. If you guys do pick up any of these palettes or the setting spray, please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and let me know what your favorite palette is from the Obsessions collection, from the new Neons Obsessions collection, and just the Obsessions palettes in general, which I think are all super beautiful. But I definitely think that these neons are the best ones. That's a strong statement. But I do think that this one right here, the pink neon, is the best one yet of the Obsessions. I love them all, and I probably will never give them away, and I'm just gonna keep collecting them because they're tiny and they're cute, and they have 9 shades in them, which I think is awesome, instead of like just 4 shades or something like that. Before I babble on, because it's 4:30 in the morning and I have drank about 2 of my espresso shots in this coffee, I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that you will join me in the next video. Make sure to subscribe right here on my colorful face today. Click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any additional videos coming soon, and check out all my other videos here in the playlists. Okay, I love you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.